Hello and welcome to another episode of the Space Update. Short and sweet episode this week, as we've been speaking with the European Space Agency earlier today. More on that at the end of the show, so don't go anywhere. A few updates this week. Ingenuity dropped on Mars by the Perseverance rover. Ingenuity is running into some software issues. NASA JPL has said Ingenuity is healthy, but needs a flight software update, which may take some time. While the development of software is straightforward, validating, uplinking the software to that will take quite some time. And they'll set a new flight date very soon for that. So it's definitely looking forward to that one, the first powered flight up on Mars and everything. And just jumping over to Blue Origin now. Just going to play back the launch here while just talk about this one. We'll just get that running for you there. But we see the launch of NS-15, perfect launch and landing of this one. The astronauts done basic testing of boarding and unboarding of the capsule and the rocket. But fantastic flight, and there you go, wonderful flight shots of the launch there from the drone and everything. But unbelievable flight and a great little rocket for NASA astronaut testing and basic payload testing, because you can put little satellite and payloads in that capsule up on top there. But this one, it only goes to the edge of space, pretty much the Kármán line within reason, and then just pops back down and lands back in the desert there, as you'll see towards the end of the video. But the guys at Total Space covered this launch, so just head over on the playlist and watch that back with another Space Nut and Edel if you want to watch that one. But jumping over to Firefly, I've got some more news on that. Firefly earlier in the week fully installed their Alpha rocket and rotated it vertically up on the stand, and soon to be performing a static fire. And prior to their first test launch on that, so another rocket this year. I know we've got Vulcan coming online, got Starship in the progress, obviously. A few mishaps with that one, but a lot going on in the space community in general this year, and new rockets coming online, new systems, which is absolutely fantastic. And just jumping over to, speaking of SpaceX and Starship, Astrobotic announced the selection of SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket to launch its Griffin lander to the moon for the mission in the late 2023. This will be the second lander from Astrobotic. Obviously, that first one going up on the Vulcan rocket at the end of this year, fingers crossed. Tory Bruno said Q4 for that one, so we're looking at it November, December for that first Astrobotic, with all those various payloads and everyone's pictures on there, that's all up there and everything. And then this second one's going up on the Falcon Heavy in 2023, which is fantastic. And launching up on this one, it'll be carrying NASA's water hunting volatiles investigation polar exploration rover, or better known as Viper. So that'll be a very good one to watch. And just staying on with the SpaceX as well, SN15 completed cryo testing, as you guys might have seen there, and moving on to support test stand there from earlier on in the week, and hopefully going on with the static fire and everything, and another flight, and hopefully a perfect landing this time, barring those engines. The Raptor engines seem to be the key factor in this one at the moment, trying to stick that landing, but hopefully with the various updates that SN15 has been as promised by Elon, hopefully we'll see a little bit more luck with that landing this time around. And another new rocket, SLS, going to the moon obviously and everything else. But this week the teams at NASA Stennis powered up the SLS core stage and everything. And it was just to upload the software and overflight systems after that static fire and everything, and it undergo final shipping and everything, and preparations ahead of its delivery to NASA Kennedy for mating with all the other integral parts for final construction and everything. So we've got seen the boosters fully built and everything. We're just literally waiting on the that core booster now, really. Which is absolutely fantastic. And to see that rocket as a whole built up, it'll be absolutely incredible. And anyone hopefully going to see that launch, completely jealous of you if you're watching this, completely jealous. So I'd love to see that launch. So as I mentioned earlier on at the start of the show, coming up next week, we'll be releasing our interview with the European Space Agency on the Boost program. So watch out for that on Wednesday. It's the Boost program is essentially a funding basically helping out the likes of these guys, Scarora and Orbix. They've just recently been awarded overall funding of 10.45 million euros to help launch their launch systems here in the UK. But there's various other agencies and programs and rockets involved with that. But stay tuned for that one next week. We'll go into depth on that with the guys from the European Space Agency. And it was absolutely fantastic for them to have to come on the show and speak to us. But you can listen to all the shows on the road on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you very much for listening this week. A little bit of a short one, and just little old me on the show this week. If you'd like to support what we do, head over to patreon.com/Total Space. And as always, like and subscribe here on YouTube. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next week.